So Donald Trump wants you to forget about white supremacist mass shooters like Alexander Bichonet from Canada, and I could care less if I mispronounce his name, like Dylan Roof, a confessed white supremacist, like Esteban Santiago, classified as quote-unquote white Hispanic, right? Let's forget about the fact, he wants you also to forget about the fact that black men are faced with the highest rate of U.S. police killings in 2016, right? By white supremacists disguised as police officers, aka race soldiers. Let's forget about that. Coupled with the fact that, police brutality, subjugation, mistreatment, domination, execution, disenfranchisement by lawmakers, such as ALEC, backed up by multi-billion-dollar donors and conglomerates. I want you to forget about that, right? Right? And the thing about it is, family, it's my last video. I said, white supremacists are the most dangerous terrorists domestically and internationally. Hands down. Stats show they don't lie. Numbers don't lie. The whole saying, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The stats are there. So when you have a president that's a modern day neo-Nazi leader with an apartheid South Africa regime, that's the end result that you have. Right there. That's the end result. Right? So I'm going to briefly talk about this article that came out saying that Donald Trump administration wants to cut white supremacism from counter-extremism program. Right? So, again, Donald Trump never ceases to amaze me at all. Just consistently doing white supremacist propaganda. All right? So before I continue on that, family, if you are new for the first time to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Chauncey, a.k.a. The Black Separatist. On this channel you're watching, I talk about counter-racism. I also talk about issues that affect black people collectively as a group. And I offer my suggestions on how to replace this broken system of injustice, this broken system of racism, which is white supremacy, with a system of justice. So if you are new and you agree to that ideology, please subscribe to this channel. If you don't agree, subscribe anyway, because I need two things: my viewership and my subscribers to go up, so my message of replacing this broken system with a system of justice can be widespread. So if you want to live out your fantasies by trolling and hate watching, go right ahead, because at the end of the day, those type of people are just view counts and statistics. So anyway, family, I'm going to briefly talk about this article that came out. I think it was yesterday, the 1st of February. And again, Donald Trump never ceases to amaze me. Let me switch my screen so you can see. As you can see, the headline: Donald Trump administration wants to cut white supremacism from counter-extremism program. All right. Says plans reportedly underway to rename countering violent extremism programs to countering radical Islamic extremism. Okay. So already subjugating people of the Muslim faith. Okay. And people of the Muslim faith, such as the NOI, the Nation of Islam, right? Those are the subjects we are talking about. I am talking about specifically. Okay. Let me briefly read this article. It says Donald Trump administration is reportedly pushing to erase neo-Nazis and white supremacists from the U.S. government's counter-extremism program by moving it to a focus exclusively on Islamic terrorism. American officials briefed on the proposed changes told Reuters the Countering Violent Extremism initiative could be renamed Countering Radical Islamic Extremism. The recap classification will remove its work combating far-right attacks and mass shootings such as the massacre of black churchgoers in South Carolina, Charleston, which are rarely classified as terrorism by American authorities. So yeah, Dylan Roofs of the world, the Esteban Santiago's of the world, the Alexandra Bichonettes, Hoanettes, okay? Those type of dudes, I just like to slaughter his name because it sounds real gay. I'm sorry to say. It does. It sounds real feminine. But yeah, family, this is a classic case, again, of, Donald Trump living out his white supremacist fantasies. I mean, again, the numbers don't lie. White supremacists are the most dangerous terrorists on the planet. Hands down. Okay? I've talked about the 2006 document of the FBI reporting that white supremacists are being hired and infiltrating the law enforcement departments. And it shows. Again, 2016, young black men faced the highest police shootings in 2016. Okay? We're the most targeted people in terms of so-called police officers, aka race soldiers, killing unarmed, for the most part, black people. But you'll never, ever, 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 ever hear anything about, let's target these white supremacists, aka these race soldiers, in the police in the police departments. Let's target them. Let's open up a counter racism program for these so-called police officers disguised as race soldiers or white supremacists, right? You'll never see that. So, again, Donald Trump is living out his white supremacist fantasies, family. Now they checking, with the Muslim ban, right? Now they're checking, obviously, social media. The Googles of the world, the Facebooks of the world, as you can see here, Twitters, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, they're checking for it. They're checking for it to see what you got to say. If you are a quote unquote radical Islam or you practice that faith, right? Again, like I said, that's a smokescreen to further disenfranchise people classified as black. It's that simple. And he's continuing to do so. The smokescreen, when I'm saying, family, is this right here. This is the evidence. He's cutting out white supremacists or white supremacism from this program, right, for countering violent extremism. He's specifically targeting people who practice the Islamic faith. Cutting out white supremacy, that is to uphold white supremacy in Donald Trump apartheid regime. That's what that is. Exactly what that is. All right. So, what I mean, what more can I say, family? What more can I say? I've been saying this for the past, ever since Trump got selected. I've been saying it since the start. He's going to lead an apartheid regime. He's doing so. And everything that he said he was going to do in his campaign, he is doing it. He's talking to his white supremacist base. His white supremacist base, they're completely riled up. Because everything he said in his campaign, he's putting it into fruition. That's exactly what he's doing. All right? So when I say he never ceases to amaze me, I didn't expect him to do it in this amount of time, in such a short period of time. He's just doing these things each and every day, making swift changes every single day since he actually got sworn into office. That's the point I meant by amazing. But as far as what he's doing, I'm not surprised at all, because that's what he said he was going to do during his campaign, and he's doing it right now, living out his white supremacist fantasies. All right, family. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to keep this brief, family. I mean, like I said, I've talked about these topics before with Donald Trump, so I don't really have to go too in depth as to why this is happening. All I can say is this, family. You control your own narrative. The only so-called power that you have is controlling where you live. Get involved with local politics. Okay, know your city mayor, know your city commissioner, know your police chief, your city councilman. Show up to the meetings and get involved in your local community. That's the only kind of change that you can make. Once you start actually knowing who these people are, you build relationships, and then after that, you put your money where your mouth is, because politics is all about money. Okay? And then you have to actually go ahead and get like-minded individuals to form a voting bloc, or even better yet, a political action committee, super PAC. All right? And we just have to slowly scathe off depending on the dominant white society's resources. It's that simple. It's that simple. But until then, we have a long way to go, because we have to establish a parallel economy in comparison to the dominant white society, where we are not depending on their resources. And I've talked about this many times before. All right, family. So, like I said, quick video. Leave your thoughts down below about this story. I'll have the link in my description so you can check it out. And let me know your thoughts down below, family. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.